Welcome to this edition of Policy Connections. It's been a while since we've had one of these, but we are very lucky today to have Brandon Woolf, State Controller, with us here today to talk about some of the issues associated with the Controller's Office and what we can expect in the future. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. The very first question I'd like to ask is obviously the Controller's Office has a lot of very important functions, background functions to fulfill with the state. How does the operation affect all of the government agencies in the state? And if you might add into that, what impacts do you see that having on business?
Great, thanks, Alex. Well, first of all, appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today and to share these comments and answers with you today of what we're doing in the Controller's Office, in particular the operations. One, a lot of people say, well, what is the Controller's Office in the first place? And basically, you're the state fiscal officer. We have the opportunity to pay all the state employees, pay all the state vendors, in this case, which is the business community, and a lot of your members here with IACI. And the key part from that is making sure we have timely and accurate payments made to those business, the employees and the vendors. And another critical role with that that's very important to members and also the citizens is that we have these financial reports with all this timeliness of all this, is that the bond ratings and the state is based on our financial reports, the CAFR that our office produces. Mm-hmm. Having those accurate, timely, and all those things take place makes it possible so that the municipalities, local city governments, etc., have great bond ratings from being able to make payments and be able to go from that. One good friend of mine also said, you know, the key part of the Controller's Office is a lot of people may not know us, but we're basically the engine behind state government. Mm-hmm. If the Controller's Office shuts down, and we could shut down, it would bring state government to its knees. And we just saw that with the federal government. Mm-hmm. And the impact we would have. We want to keep everything up and running and going. And that's a key part, is having that up and running and going for all state agencies and the citizens.
Well, one of the things in the last year that I think was very interesting is the creation, largely under your leadership, of transparentidaho.gov. Transparentidaho.gov is a great resource for citizens, businesses, anybody that wants to take a look at what's going on in the state. Can you tell us about how that came about and what it costs to operate that, and perhaps even what future plans do you have for enhancing that site?
Definitely. Last January, Governor Otter and myself introduced transparent.idaho.gov, and it's something that we've had in motion for several years. In case of truly going back and looking at it, probably the last 6 years that we've looked at being able to do transparency. And I think a key part for citizens, as you mentioned, citizens, employees, businesses, is being able to say, hey, look, this is our money, this is our tax money, how's it being spent? How's it being expended? And the citizens have the right to know how that money is being spent. And this is an opportunity. So over years we've been able to mix and match, and as we looked at some of our technologies and services, it came to the right point where we would be able to put this together as a website. And again, at the time, we had spent $28,000 of in-house money, nothing budgetarily that we took that we got from JFAC or anything else, but we were able to use it with in-house money and be able to put this together. It's been incredible and it's very successful. You know, and the number of public information requests have gone down significantly. And I think the key part as we go forward is being able to hit and say where the citizens in the different communities, for example, the cities, counties, being able to help push that same transparency that they have at local governments as well. And they be able to get out and see. And so this is a portal for employees, citizens, and businesses to go out and look, and it's been very successful.
Can you talk to me a little more about that relationship between the local municipalities and local government and your office in perhaps enhancing the transparency at the local level?
Well, part of that is to be able to get out and meet with them, meet with the cities, the counties, meeting with them, being able to help identify and say, where can we help coordinate and be an example, being able to show, or even to be able to link to them. And so being able to help say how important or is a specific city maybe economically in danger. they may have something taking place, and so can we help be an example and let the citizens know of how their money's being spent at that local area? Not that the state controller's doing that, but we can help that city, government, municipalities be able to get to that point and be able to help identify, because it's, again, their money, and being able to get to that point to say, hey, this is what we need to be aware of and have concerns if that comes about.
Well, while shifting gears here a little bit, while your office certainly is mission critical to the operations of the state of Idaho because of all of the infrastructure that you provide, not just for the state but also for the locals, you're also still a political office.
Yes.
And so as a result, you have to go in front of the citizens and justify yourself coming back into the job. That means an election. Tell us why you're running for office and why you think you'd be the best person to move forward as we come into the elections in 2014.
Definitely. You know, I appreciate the great work of Donna Jones.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great mentor, a great friend. It was unexpected and unfortunate what took place with Controller Jones. I'm very grateful for the trust and respect that Governor Otter had in me to appoint me to this position. I've been in here now a little over a year. I believe that we've had a lot of success, and I believe that the state controller needs to be someone that has the knowledge, experience, having worked at the controller's office and started as an intern and have moved up through the years through promotions to be able to be in this spot. It may not have been the time right now in the window and everything else to say, hey, who's this young little kid and what's he doing? But I think the key part is I have the experience, knowledge, and again, the integrity and honesty that this office truly needs. The controller's office needs to be someone, you don't want to put your money in the hand of someone that's, you know, a run of the night. You want to have it in someone that you trust and respect, and I think that I have that, and that's why I'm planning to run for state controller.
Well, thank you very much again for the time of being here on Policy
you.
Connections, and join us again for another edition coming soon.